Welcome back. The city of Charlotte is looking to help arts organizations in the Queen City get some extra funding. Right now, eligible organizations can apply to get a $20,000 grant to provide support to local groups. So joining us now to discuss the program is the City of Charlotte's Arts and Culture Officer, Priya Sircar. Priya, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us more about this funding and where it's coming from.
Sure. So this funding is coming from the Infusion Fund, which is a relatively new public-private partnership between the City of Charlotte and private donors who are coordinated through the Foundation for the Carolinas. And so this is a 3-year infusion fund that started this past year, and it lasts for 3 fiscal years, and it's meant to infuse funds into the arts and culture sector to help support arts and culture, provide some stability for the sector, help it come out of COVID, and also to plan for the future of arts and culture with a cultural plan that we're about to begin developing in the next few months.
So you mentioned COVID. We know many of the arts organizations in our area really struggled during the pandemic. Talk about why this funding is so important.
Sure. So, as you said, yes, the arts and culture sector has really suffered through the pandemic. As you might know, and your viewers might know, those organizations and venues were some of the very first to close back in March 2020, when a lot of communities went into lockdown. And that really impacted their ability, both for organizations and artists, to connect with audiences, to do their programming. And many did really come up with interesting ways to still do that. It took them a little time, but a lot of folks came up with creative ways to still connect with people virtually. And then as public health recommendations have changed over the last couple of years, and as people have begun to start to gather again, organizations and artists have started to come back and do things in person as well as online. But even so, there's been a lot of uncertainty, as we know, with the with how events can take place and how people can go back in to do things in person, for example. And so that uncertainty has also made it difficult for arts and cultural organizations and artists to plan and to do some of the activities that would normally allow them to, bring in income. Many have had to let go of staff, for example. And so this kind of funding that is now available through this open call for up to $20,000, it comes as a really critical time. Some folks have been able to access relief funds that are through federal funds, but others maybe haven't, or as needs change, they're still looking for ways to be resilient as we come sort of out of the pandemic and get back to some of the things that we used to do, or new things that we want to do. So we're excited about this opportunity. The funds are unrestricted, which is exciting and important because those are often some of the most difficult funds to come by. And so organizations and groups can put this money to use in the way that they need to and that they see fit.
Oh, Priya, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on to talk about this funding with us, and thank you for everything that you do for the arts here in our community.
Well, thank you for having me on to talk about this exciting opportunity, and I hope interested folks will go online and find out more.
Yes, Priya, thank you. And of course, like she said, to apply for the grant on the City of Charlotte's website, we'll have a link on our website as well. The application is open now through March 24th. An advisory board will award the grants early next month. Pretty exciting there.